What's going on, guys? This is Gainz Gaming. Today we are going to be doing a little recap of our KVK. We are about 2 weeks away from the end of KVK, about to enter the season at Conquest. And today I just wanted to kind of recap something that just happened in our KVK. We were just betrayed against with one of our allies. So as you can see here, when we look at camps, we have the light side, which is 2388, 2368, which is us, 2384, and finally 2372. The reason why I saved them for last is because they just betrayed us. They just joined the darkness side, which is 2378, 2380, 2365, and 2363. So I'll go over the map real quick, just kind of show you guys what the map looks like right now. So you can see right now we did get taken out of Kingsland. That did just happen yesterday, or I guess this morning. But what happened, the Great Zig just opened up. You can see 2378 did take the capture for that. But this morning when the Ziggurat was opening up, which was about like 3 or 4 a.m. my time, so I was not up for that. I was going to try to stream it, but I wasn't able to get to bed at a decent time, so I decided not to stream it, but it actually turned out to be a plan that 72, 78, 63, 65, and 80 had put together in a way that they can infiltrate our Kingsland, let all these other kingdoms in that originally got shut out. So originally the light side, so us, 2368, 2388, 2384, and 2372, pretty much wiped the floor with our opponents, 2378, 63, 65, and 80. So we shut them out of Kingsland within 12 hours of Kingsland even opening. It was a very, very quick fight. If you didn't catch the stream, you can go check that out on my channel. I'll leave a link down in the description and a card up top if you wanted to check that out. But like I said, we shut them out in under 12 hours, and then we were divvying up the rewards. And I'll actually show you guys what the rewards looked like real quick here, just to kind of be super transparent about what the rewards were going to look like for the KVK in accordance to contribution, how hard the fights were, deaths, kills, all that kind of stuff. So I'll pop it up on the screen here. So as you can see, we have the 2368, which is us. We were going to take the Zig final for the star and 15 heads. We would also be getting the Ruined Crusader Fortress of an enemy kingdom, which obviously all 4 of our kingdoms would get. And then 2388, we all voted on them getting the first capture of the Zig for the original rewards of like the 5,000 gems and I believe 100 3-hour speed ups plus the Kingdom Honor and Alliance Honor. And then they would get 2 circles, 4 camps, and 4 Hurons. You can see here that our kingdom 2368, we were going to take 0 circles, 0 Hurons, and only take the 4 camps and Ruined Crusader Fortress just so we could get that star. And this was voted on by 84, 88, and 68. We figured, or we thought that we were most deserving of the final capture of the Ziggurat for the star on our alliance, just based off the fights that we had in terms of fighting John Wee, the 5-man army that I captioned that live stream the other day, plus fighting 2378, which was our strongest enemy by power as well. Plus 2384 also fought them in Kingsland because 78 did not want to fight us, so they let 63 come up and fight us instead. But 2372, they were going to get the Chronicle, the 2 circles, 4 camps, 4 Hurons, 25 gold heads, and the Ruined Crusader Fortress. And they decided that that was not enough for them, and they wanted to get the first capture, they wanted to get the final capture, and they wanted all the rewards. From what I heard from multiple sources, I have screenshots that are proving that. I'm not going to show them just because they are private messages that were sent to me from multiple of our kings and council members of both our kingdom, 2384 and 2388. And so I'll jump back to the game here quick. But as you can see here, 2372 did come over and start attacking 84, kind of pushed them out, and unfortunately they are in their zone 6, and so that kind of makes it difficult for 2384 now, especially for them because they're in a pretty tight situation now, having to fight 2372 in their own safe zone, or what should be a safe zone. But I kind of wanted to just address the situation that we find ourselves in with 2372. We actually did had this happen in our last KVK with actually the same kingdom, and most of the fault in my eyes and a lot of other eyes is their king, whose name is Goku. This is his account right here. He was very, very adamant about his kingdom receiving the best rewards, thinking that they had the hardest fight, they did the most contribution, and they just deserved the best rewards. Which I do agree that they did do quite a bit of work in terms of helping out other kingdoms. They did come over and help 84 take on 78. They did also help 88 take on 80, and they finished 65 on their own. However, 65 is the weakest kingdom by power by quite a bit by any of our kingdoms, and they didn't push them out super quickly. They took about the same amount of time as we did with 2363, who was a much stronger kingdom. Plus, we were fighting John Wee with his 5 accounts that were just mass filling flags and swarming rallies, and you can see that in the live stream that I did the other day as well. Kind of see how hard it is to fight somebody when they have a 200+ million whale who's just mass filling flags and mass filling rallies, and then swarming those rallies down too, that when we were rallying those flags. And so we were taking that on while they were fighting at the weakest kingdom, 2365. And when they did push them out finally, they did come up and help 88 and 84, which was part of the agreement because we all understood that they had the easiest fight with 2365. But they thought that since they helped out 84 and helped out 88 just to kind of push out 78 and 80 at the very end, that they were deserving of the most rewards, even though they had by far the easiest fight. Because 88 and 84 had a lot of their field cleared by the time 72 came over to help, and it was kind of that just final push that got them over that hump to push out 80 and 78. But I just think it's very, very strange how 72 just felt so entitled to the biggest rewards when in fact they didn't really do a whole lot in the grand scheme of things in terms of pushing out the other kingdoms, because like I said, they took on the weakest kingdom, they pushed them out, and then they somewhat helped with the other 2 kingdoms that were pretty much done pushing out their enemies, and then they claimed that they also helped us push out 2368, push out 2363 as well, which, I mean, if you look at the live stream, you know that's not true. And then it created a whole bunch of drama. I know that Felice, I believe that's how you say his name, streamed it this morning as well, when they were going on and rallying flags and zeroing cities. I have a couple of city zeros as well that I can show you guys in a future video. But it's just, I think it's just really strange how Goku is just so adamant about receiving the best rewards and went as so far to betray his allies again, because like I said, he did this in KVK 2 as well. And so it's just a really bad track record for this kingdom of 2372. And it really just makes it really, really hard to trust this guy. And the screenshots that I saw in the messages with Goku, it was just very immature speaking, some very personal comments that were being made, and that's why I didn't want to show those messages on the video, just because I don't want those out on public. However, like I said, it is kind of harsh, the very personal attacks that were being made from Goku onto our leadership, along with some leadership from 84 as well. And my contact from 2384, who shared those screenshots with me and also shared the rewards list on what was going to be distributed, was also shared to me from Scott from 2384. He is part of their council, and I believe one of their kings there in 2384. And I did see some messages where Goku was offering 84 if they joined 72 or just stayed neutral, then 72 would allow 84 to stay in Kingsland, because they thought it was 2368 who wanted to kick out 72 from getting rewards. But as you can see here, we were very, very generous with the rewards that we were going to give them. I mean, in my opinion, they got the better rewards besides the star at the very end of KVK, and we just wanted that star to like kind of display that we won KVK, because we were betrayed in our KVK 2, and now we were betrayed in our KVK 3, and we really did not want to ally with 2372 just because of that history that we had with them. And it makes it very hard to to make this video and kind of bash them because like I don't want to be that guy, but I mean it's just like this king and this kingdom is just, I mean I don't even want to open up Lost Kingdom chat right now because they're just very, very vile right now. And so it is unfortunate that it came to this and that they decided that the kingdoms that lost KVK deserved the rewards more than the other three kingdoms that fought alongside them the entire KVK and got them to where they were. Because, I mean, it was a team effort. It wasn't only 2372 who won Kingsland. It was all four of our kingdoms who beat out these other four kingdoms. And all four of our kingdoms should rightfully get the rewards that come with that victory. And instead, 72 decided that they wanted all the rewards and that they were going to just take it. And it's just not a very civil or honorable thing to do in this game. And this game is really a lot about honor and knowing how to deal with things because, I mean, stuff like this sticks around. Like, you don't forget about this. And this is kind of why I'm making this video, is to kind of display, like, when a kingdom does this, it shouldn't go unpunished and it shouldn't go undisciplined. And so in the future, I mean, we definitely will not be allying with 2372 ever again. And I really warn anybody out there who might consider in the future allying with them because it's just not a wise decision. They obviously cannot be trusted. 2 KVKs in a row, they've betrayed their allies in the very end of the KVK in order to try to further their accounts more and betray whoever they were working alongside. And again, 2 KVKs in a row, definitely not a kingdom that should be trusted. And unfortunately, this is, I mean, I consider this a win for our kingdom. I truly do. It'll be interesting to see the Zone 6 fight that comes when these passes open up. I believe that's coming up pretty soon. If I take a look in here in the Chronicles, yeah, so about 1 day and 19 hours or 20 hours now until these passes are unsealed, and then we'll see if we have a fight coming in. Might actually go try to take this guy out later because I don't know why he's just sitting next to the pass there, but yeah, it's just very unfortunate that it came to this and that 72 decided that they wanted to do this and just didn't want to finish this KVK in an honorable way. And I think the biggest thing about this is that they made zero attempt to negotiate or even talk about the situation, and instead they just started attacking. Like I heard that there was like 1 or 2 days of just complete radio silence where the 72 King, It Goku, all their leadership, all their council, they did not respond to any messages that were being sent from 84, 88, or 68. And so it was like they made no attempt to even rationalize the whole situation and make a negotiation of any kind. And instead they took to personal attacks in Lost Kingdom, in Discord, private messages, and just handle it in a very immature way. And so it's just very unfortunate that it came down to this and that this KVK is ending this way. But we did have some good fights. We did have that really nice live stream for a couple hours. And I'm sure I'll get quite a few more kills in the Zone 6 invasion as well. With work, I haven't been able to be on as often as I'd like to be. I'm only at 15 million kills. I really want to get to that 25 million kill, and I really don't want to do any dueling or trading of any kind. I don't like putting that on my stats because I want to get these from actual kills, not from dueling or stuff like that. And so I'm really looking forward to the Zone 6 invasion. Hopefully 2363 shows up. I mean, we kicked their butts in Kingsland already. Maybe I'll go try to kill some people that are barbing here in Kingsland. Maybe swarm a couple of these nodes because I'm sure they're farming with full marches. And so maybe I'll do that in the next day or two until those passes open up in 2 days. But if I'm able to, I will stream that, and then I'll also record some videos of the fighting as well if I'm not able to live stream. And then, like I said, I do have some city rallies I recorded and have the reports for, so I can post those in the next couple of days as well, and just kind of share as much content I have from this KVK. But like I said, I just it's kind of sad that it came down to this and the end of the KVK, and that 72 decided that they wanted to betray us and be that kingdom again, because we tried to have a short memory and we were like, we'll trust you for now, but I mean, we were obviously hesitant based off what happened last time. But I mean, we're excited for Season of Conquest. I'm really excited to get back a Season of Conquest and use my season of conquest commanders again, like my Guan. I love Guan. I feel like I might just expertise him because I use him so much. And then using my Herald, I'm really excited for CPO. I heard that he's actually in the Wheel of Fortune here coming out in like another week or so. We'll see him come to the game. We still have Tamaris, and then like I said, we got 14 days left of this KVK until we get to Season of Conquest, and then I'm sure we'll be taking a little bit of break for between KVKs and see when we're ready for that KVK pop. I'm not sure how many they'll wait until we'll go through that, but I guess it's up to our leadership team. That's going to be it for the video today. And so if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. If you guys have stories on any betrayals that you guys have had in the past in KVK, I know there's been some pretty big betrayals in the past in KVKs, and I know that's a really big part of the game as well, is when kingdoms are like, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna go my own way and kind of just say goodbye to your allies and go fight with your enemies. And so that's kind of what happened here, and I really don't blame the enemy kingdoms 78, 63, 65, and 80 for taking that deal, because I mean they lost KVK and they got offered, like, if you join us and you fight again, then you'll get KVK rewards. And so I don't blame them in the slightest for taking that deal. I mean, I really only blame 72 for, I mean, they won KVK alongside us, and then they decided, you know what, I think the losers of KVK are more deserving than the people who got me here. And so I just feel like it's pretty ungrateful. Leaves kind of a bittersweet taste in all of our mouths here in 68, 88, and 84. And I mean, obviously just not a trustworthy kingdom. Something to be wearyful in the future. So, like I said, if you ever end up in a KVK with them, be very, very, very careful on trustworthiness, because there shouldn't be very much with this kingdom. And so that's going to do it for the video. But again, if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. Drop some stories down in the comments if you guys have any stories about KVK and how that's affected you or anything like that. So thanks guys for joining in and checking in for this update on our KVK, and I'll see you guys in the next video.